Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. I am Flying McGuffin, and I am a dumbass. Because well, as you might have guessed by the end of the last session, I ended that on an autosave. Guess what? I left it on autosave because I'm like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna, have 2 episodes and end the session. I didn't make a backup save, and the only save that I had when I tried to do the recording, well, what happened was actually is that I was messing around on doing other stuff, and I used up autosaves. Don't do that. And the only one I have is a year in advance. Oops. I don't think there's really any difference. I have more ships, and my guys were at higher morale because I stopped drilling them, and I guess I hadn't directed my ships to move back home yet, because I was considering, at least, declaring war on Utrecht. This is a year in advance of that other game. I mentioned No Sea being one of these Irish miners, probably one of the ones in the western coast, to get a vassal over there to grow big, and then just keep them over there and do stuff with them. Basically the idea is you either feed a vassal, or because you have a vassal over here, you can core this stuff. So you can do that. England will get mad at you if you take the ones that are, well, mostly in this state. Leinster. Just so like these 4. Because they have Pale, but they'll get a claim on everything, so they will hate you for taking any of it. Once they deal with Scotland. We do have the mission fulfilled build to force limit, and we are working on the trustworthy allies. I had worked up my when I ended the last session, I was working on my relations with the other elector, being Saxony. I got him up to positive. And I'm considering maybe just taking the land from East Frisia in this war, since it's not in the Empire. We wouldn't get that malice to it. But I don't know if I want to do that. This is purely to get splendor from these, to get these bonuses here, age bonuses. So these are added in Mandate of Heaven, I think. It's basically the ones that we were interested in, is the Dutch. Well, we're interested in plenty of them. This one is not necessarily that great. Well, it is, because there's lots of places that are farmland. Farmland capital? Yeah. And it doesn't have a penalty to it anyway, it's just flat land, which is good, because we'll get an advantage and other people won't if they don't have this. I heard about colonies is something of particular use. Transfer subject, since we can allow claims bordering claims. That's pretty good. Also, if we wanted to, steal the subjects from Burgundy, that would be nice. And reduced aggressive expansion and unrest through this de jure feudal law thing are always nice, as are free war taxes. Cavalry armies, I'm not sure. But the rest of these are specific to the nations listed on them. Venice, Denmark, Portugal, and the Ottomans. And we're interested in doing this one, so that we'll get one of these points. I'll probably end up developing my capital simply just to get this one. And controlling center of trades, we have a province with a center of trade in it. We control 1, I guess, because we get this one. But it's hard to do this while you're trying not to grow, obviously. As doing it as something like Venice or the Ottomans is fairly a little bit easier, or China, for example. But yeah, we're worried about getting the Humiliate Rival, and this seems like a prime opportunity too, since he's only got he doesn't seem to want to kill his dudes there. And if we look at, I was looking at the ledger here. Armies. Armies are the next page. Oh. There we go. That was armies. So we are Holland. We're here. We're 11,000, and then I think the next one we'll see. These guys are allied to Brittany and East Frisia, which is what I was talking about, taking the land from East Frisia. Here's Brittany. So Brittany's got the majority of the muscle here. But they can actually have 10, so they could do even more. Where are they? Good for Utrecht and East Frisia. There's Utrecht, only 3,000. I must have missed East Frisia. They can't have less than that. No, they are 5,000. So with their stuff divided up, I suppose we could, but I'm not going to get any of my allies joining in here. It'll be a tough fight. Well, divide and conquer, you know, you can actually take him out. And I could go a couple over my force limit if I needed to. I don't have that good of a general either. We'll try for it though. Yeah, he only got 3 guys. I'm gonna have to get parallel authority. I'm gonna side with the burghers here because I realize I know they have low influence. Yeah. So we're doing this because we want to get the mission for that stuff. England is the papal controller. That's okay. We have positive relations with England. I want to get the mission to get our relations above 150. We don't want to pull in our ships for this war because Utrecht's got some decent things. I'm sure that East Frisia's got a navy, and Brittany may or may not have any heavies. Trustworthy allies. So that gives us +1 diplo relations for 25 years, which is great. Acquire subjects. So you have 2 non-tributary subjects. That's a reasonable price for that. It lets you basically annex one of those subjects for cheaper. That's pretty good. And I think the logical thing to do with that would be to... If I could get a war with Burgundy going for that. But I think what we want to do here is I want to... I might wait to do this because, while it seems like they're weak right now, it doesn't seem like there's any advantage for me doing it for Brittany and East Frisia. Although, I mean, they can only get stronger from here, but there's just 9,000 guys here, and I don't like... there's 9,000 garrison in Utrecht. These guys can't actually siege the province, so it'll take forever for me to siege this down, especially if I want to hide my navy, because I don't know if... I'm pretty sure Brittany does not have any heavies. I'm fairly certain of that. So, I think probably what I want to do is I want to go back to the original plan of declaring on one of the Irish miners and vassalizing them. I think that is going to be a much better plan than what I am doing for now. Get a couple more cogs. That might put me over my limit here, but for Navy you don't really care. No, it's fine. Alright, and who are you allied with? Connaught is allied with O'Falley, who is this guy. You're allied with Kildare, who is this guy. Munster is allied with Leinster. Leinster's allied with Sligo and Munster. I think Clan Ricard is the best option here, since they're allied with somebody who's inland, so they'll be easier to siege down. Clan Ricard has 4,000 guys. Alright. That is the plan. I guess there's really no reason to have this guy building 2 boats, since Amsterdam will be done with their bark fairly soon. Alright, so diplomats. Let's improve relations with people around us, I guess. Actually, let's make sure the big dudes around us don't... I was going to say colonize. Don't get mad at us for taking out Ireland. So in about a year? Austria? What? Why would you do that? Ah, that is shit. Well, I am allied to their rival, I guess. That really sucks. In doing this, I don't have to worry about my navy so much. I think having 6 cogs wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's go with 6 cogs. Okay, I think I can do a tech here. Get some more of this innovativeness. Tech 5? No, it is. This is actually for Tech 4. Tech 5 for Diplo. Yeah, we'll do that. Ooh. It'll take me down to negative. It'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. I was thinking it's gonna cost me Diplo power to do a thing for the war, but it'll be fine. And I need to save my admin to get my I'll just go ahead and buy that in advance for the advantage in this next war, perhaps. I still like to do these infantry. I'll only wait for 2 of these to finish before declaring. I wish I could actually get a CB, but I'm pretty sure I can't. I have alliance with them. They have too many relations. Scotland actually thinks they're stronger than me. I mean, they're probably stronger than me, like land military. And they probably have a bigger navy than me. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Scotland. Fair enough. Yeah. See, the thing about them they're getting 6 guys doesn't really matter. Like, that's not the problem. The problem is, even if I took out all the armies over here, then we're gonna get, you know, 10,000 coming from over there. And with me only getting a one troop advantage, it's not necessarily in the realm of possibility that I couldn't lose all that, because, well, what if they have a better general than I do? What then? The what then is I die. Let's bring these for some screens. Why did I have a truce with England? Oh, because they broke the alliance with me. Okay. Let's go. And remember, the idea here is just to vassalize them, white peace their friendos over here. This is not really much I can do. I might wanna... I'll probably spend the military points rather than worry about that. I only got 5 with me. Let's go ahead and ask for military access here. Oh, I know I can't, You know what? I'm not feeling comfortable with that. Let's get the other boat so I can have 6. And should I roll for a better general? Yeah. Oh, he's terrible. Alright, one more time. Awful. Garbage. Disgraceful. He's got a siege pip, though. Alright. Now let's do it. I feel better with that. Oh, they're actually gonna leave. Okay. Fine with me. November. Alright. Let's take the cogs back and get the rest of them. I don't want to walk into this because I know their allies are standing right there. And they could come support. So, I'm bringing the rest of my troops over. Not any heavies, do they? Let's go ahead and cash in this mission. Yeah, they're gonna have a total of 10. Here. It's basically what I thought was a worst case scenario here. Alright, so the Castilian Civil War, bringing them closer to Portugal. Alright, let's get our boats out of there since they're dying. I'd like to have them over here helping with the siege, but it'll be okay. Army career. Alright. The burghers can afford to lose the loyalty there. They don't have much power. But so can them. I just bought a bunch of generals, so having my army tradition low doesn't seem like that bad of an idea here. Having the professionalism might tick me up. What I'm looking for is here. No. I will spend the money on this. I'll lose another stability, that would be dumb. Okay. And I won't need the ships to siege once this siege is done, so that'd be fine. Once I get to 90%, I'll just harsh treat them. I knew there was a danger going into the war doing that. Okay. So let's take a look at what we want here. Not really wanting to take their money either. So, yeah. How much is that blockade costing me? A bit. I want to see if they will go somewhere else. All right. I mean, I may be able to do this without even firing a shot. We'll have to see. There's no friendly places for them to go, so they just died. And I can't trick them from spreading apart, and this is going to be a river crossing into a forest. No, that's just stupid. Declared war in Granada. That's not something you see every day. Oh. Granada, not Navarra. What the hell's wrong with me? You do see them declare war on them every day. Like, that is what they do. I guess the blockade was doing something. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Building tall as an option is something that you would think would be a good idea, but I'm still thinking about, you know, what happens if we get kicked, if we kick ourselves out of the Empire. Is that going to be... We got this one again. I suppose we want to do the opposite just to balance things out. What's that going to look like as far as aggressive expansion goes? It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on aggressive expansion-wise here. It's just 6. I could vassalize both of them, but that seems silly. What I want to do is I want to feed Clan Ricard at least his home state, which is really just these 2 provinces. Maybe Munster too. Yeah, and then maybe once my Yeah, I thought they were... I thought they were doing that. I like stealing Navarra as England. It's only one province, but it's really funny. You already have Basque provinces. It's not that big a deal. They'll give up eventually. They'll give up. See, when that length of war goes away, it starts ticking in my favor. It'll be fine. Let's get our relations up with France again. Who else? Let's check the Empire out again. We've got positive relations with everybody now. Current Emperor is Hesse, though. For relations with him, so they don't... I remember why it's so high. It's because I've got the thing from having unlawful territory, which goes away in 2 years. Alright, alright. You just spend a little bit of military power to deal with that. That's fine. That's fine. So, I mean, we're gonna be struggling like here diplomatically for quite a while because of the aggressive expansion from our first war there and any, you know, no lawful territory without being allied to the Emperor. Although it looks like it could. But I don't know how long Hesse is going to be the Emperor. It's going to be Hesse or Brandenburg next. This guy's fairly old. What about you, Brandenburg? I don't know. We'll see. The politics of the Empire is still a little bit out of our reach. Oh, I can get one there. What I'd like to see here is somebody declare war on them. I mean, part of this is for prestige. Or whatever. You get a choice between prestige and points. You take points. Prestige will come back. Points will come back too. But I think having negative prestige will come back faster. Relatively. Denmark's got a disputed succession. I think they don't like me, though. We are kin. It's disgusting being friends with France. Ugh. At least I'm safe from Burgundy, though. War with everybody. You know, I've never played as Denmark. I've always wanted to play as Norway or Sweden because I think their ideas fit my playstyle a little better. But Denmark actually starts with a better position of forming Scandinavia immediately. That's some terrible traditions, though. Okay. Waiting for this to tick down. I mean, if there's anything I want from this, it definitely isn't money. If I cared about money, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm losing money from it. Doing this for splendor. It would have been nice if I could have rivaled them, but I think I'm too far away and they're too weak. Alright, how close are we to the Renaissance? That would be here. We don't even have any... No... Oh, wait, actually. That's selecting... Oh, yeah, it is. Nothing. No Renaissance. Wondrous. Now we're getting it pretty quickly. Yeah. I never really paid attention to the stuff that was added in this. So I'm guessing there's more guys over here, and then the Mamluks are just their overlords at the beginning. I don't know. So, I mean, hey, the extra year didn't do anything. It's just an extra build-up of time and me changing my guy once. I'll go until if we finish this war, I think, unless it goes too far, and then we're looking at something else. Oh, I should pay attention because I have a high-level rebel uprising. That's too fast for that. Yeah. Let's see. Would it be possible for me to vassalize these Frisia? Like, peace vassal them? No. We're not strong enough. There's a distance between borders on that? We're like right here. Okay. I really need to think about what I want for other other allies. Since I can't ally Scotland. Oh, great. That's awesome. Now I've only got like 2% or something. Yeah. Yeah. Truce with Oldenburg's ended. That means my truce with Burgundy is going to end soon. I mean, that's not a big deal. It actually makes Burgundy a little bit weaker, to be honest. Now they only have the two. Embargoing. Oh, that's the black line. That's Brabant. This will be done soon, soon, soon. There we go. There we go. So, we want to vassalize Clanricarde. Nobody cares. I'm not worried about taking their money. Yay. The War of Dutch Aggression. And I was getting called for pizza. Hooray. We got a tiny amount of prestige. But now, we have a farther port for, I think Connaught is ACHT, looks like ACT to me. But I know, like, this, people have told me it's Connaught, but it's Clanricarde anyway. But this province is the farthest west in the British Isles that you could have stuff in. I think some of these Portuguese provinces might be slightly further west, and the islands over here are closer, and Brazil is closer. So, yeah, we got a good leg up.